What's up, everybody, and welcome to Precog Arsenal by 360. I am 360 Trader. I'm very excited to go over with you Dbsi, one of the incredible charting tool weapons that we have to use. I'm going to give you a quick explanation, a tutorial, real quick, so you can just see how fantastically easy this is. So this is Dbsi for Precog. And as you can see, and you guys know, I talk a lot about price action and knowing who has the ball. Do the Bulls have the ball or do the Bears have the ball? And usually, I've taught how to use volume to determine, do Bulls have the ball or do Bears have the ball? But however, I'm going to show you how even looking at actual price action, you can determine whether the Bulls have the ball, whether the Bears have the ball, and you can actually use this tool along with your price action analysis to make incredible decisions and do way better on your trading than you ever thought possible. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, the way that Dbsi is made up is it takes the current high and the current low, and then it throws in the 13 EMA, and then assigns a number to that timeline candle. And obviously, if it's greater than 50, then you get a blue number. If it's for Bulls, and for Bears, if it's bearish and it's greater than 50, then you get a red assigned number to that candle for whichever time frame you're looking at. So either way you look at it, it's basically telling you in price action, do Bulls have the ball, do Bears have the ball? So how can you use this? First and foremost, you never want to use this indicator or this tool or this weapon all by itself. That should go without saying. However, when used with price action, it's incredible and it works fantastically. And on this chart here, we have some price action tools by way of lines to indicate support resistance. So we have this channel right here. By the way, this is the US dollar DXY chart that we're using for an example. We have this channel right here showing a support line. We have a resistance, a formerly support resistance or yellow line here. And we have some horizontal areas, price action areas showing supply and demand or support resistance. So we're using price action, and now we're going to apply Dbsi to our price action to help us make some decisions and see what happens. So you say, well, there's a lot of numbers on there, it looks confusing. That's not really the part that you really have to pay attention to. What I want to do is draw your attention to the lower part of the screen. At the bottom where we have these colors down here. So we're going to zoom in on those colors right now and take a peek so you can see them. So it's basically a series of either they're either blank spots, X's, blue circles, or red circles. So the X's indicate really a battle or a struggle between Bulls and Bears, and not that there's any true who has the ball momentum, but that there's a battle going on. The part that you want to pay attention to are the circles. When you get a blue circle, it's showing that Bulls have taken the ball, that they have the ball. When you get a red circle, it's telling you that Bears have the ball. So let's apply that. So we really want to focus on not so much these numbers and all these fancy figures up here. You really want to pay attention to what's given to you down here at the bottom, especially in regards to these circles. And let's apply that to our chart that we have up here right now. So in using it in accordance with our price action reading and in resistance, here we have a resistance area as drawn. As you can see back here, is providing some levels, and it is resistance, and then bang, right there at that level, I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. Right there, resistance, you got a red circle print. A red circle print showing Bears had the ball. And look at what happened to price at that moment. So I'm going to look again at another example. Right here at the bottom of this channel, remember, we're using price action to find support. So not only do we have a support level here, and by the way, that's actually not based on this, because that would be a one-line draw. That would be actually based on horizontal support. You actually wouldn't have this red line yet because it's first touch, this trend line. However, this is a horizontal area of support, and let's see what happens once price actually hits that area. So we're going to zoom in on that. So right off support right here, bang, you get a blue circle print right there at the bottom. And price action rides that support before actually rocketing upwards. So when you don't want to use this is at random points on a chart. So that's what I'm saying. So you can get signals here while we're horizontal. You want to really stay away from that. You want to apply this indicator, Dbsi, at key levels or key areas, and you want to ignore any other signal unless it applies to your price action. So again, over here, let's zoom in on this. Right here, we have a support level, and we have a blue circle print. And let's see what happens to price. And you have price actually rising on up from that area. So you get a nice bounce off of support. You have a Dbsi signal showing bulls have the ball, and so on and so forth. Let's look at a bear case. Again, if this is off support, unless you have an area of resistance or support or it's just meandering, you can ignore those signals. Let's look at this one up here for bears. We now have a resistance. We're coming into an area of resistance, and we have a boom, red circle print showing bears have control, and look at price from that moment on. Coming right down into where? Support. Right here at support, you have a blue circle print right off of support, right into now a horizontal level, or a horizontal area, where you have a red circle print right at resistance there. So you're getting a ball changing hands from bulls to bears and back down. And again, we have another print off of support. Once you get that print, that blue change of hands from bears to bulls, and you're at support, if you're looking to trade and you have your price action analysis lines up, look at how that would have done for you. And this actually breaks through that resistance and doesn't signal a change of hands until it hits a new high, where you have a change of hands. Now watch when that changes. So we have resistance. We have a change of hands from bulls to bears, a red circle print. We have that dropping down, but look where it stops. Old resistance becomes new support. And look what you get right there. Boom, a blue change of hands from bears to bulls. And look at that puppy ride. Actually breaks through that resistance temporarily. And we'll look at one more. Right up in here, as we set a new, as the US dollar sets a new high, you get yet another red print, and that drops price back down to support. So, love Dbsi. It is a great way of applying this tool to the other indicators that are in precog to help you use with price action, not on their own. Price action is king, but this literally lights the stage up for you, like shining a massive light in a dark area, and lets you see who has the ball so you can make better trading decisions off of key areas. Price action gives you those key areas of support and resistance. Dbsi tells you if the ball changes hands and helps you decide whether you may have momentum at those levels and you can make trades with. Guys, this is game-changing stuff. Dbsi from precog. I love it. You're going to love it. Get it, apply it, use it. Let's go.